Welcome to another Whitehead Moncton podcast. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking to Veronica Fox, who joins us from our sister company, Eclipse HR. My name's Antonio Fletcher, and I'm head of the employment team here at Whitehead Moncton. Given all the excitement around the launch of Eclipse HR, I thought today would be a great opportunity to introduce Veronica, give her the opportunity to tell us a bit more about Eclipse HR and about herself. So first of all, Veronica, can you tell us a bit about what Eclipse HR does and what services it offers to clients?
I most certainly can, Antonio, and thank you very much for this opportunity. Eclipse HR provides HR services, HR advice and support. That can be over the telephone, by email, or also on site in person. In terms of a variety of offerings, we will review or provide employment contract templates, staff handbooks that are both legally compliant or provide the best practice within the HR arena. We also can provide workplace mediation via our colleague Peter Thompson, who's a particularly experienced and expert mediator. Have a huge background and wealth of experience in investigations, either fact findings or full investigations that are often complex or sensitive. And also we can provide interim HR support, whether that's a business that might need some additional resources or perhaps some cover in the interim for a senior position.
Excellent. And your role within Eclipse HR is Senior HR Consultant. Do you work in all those areas that you've described just now, or are there particular areas that you're particularly interested in?
I think there's no 2 days are the same in the world of HR, and it covers the full employment life cycle. So from attracting staff, developing, motivating, and perhaps the release of staff as well. So in terms of the type of work that's usually undertaken, it's as broad and as depth that you would cover as a generalist and specialist HR professional.
Brilliant. And tell me a bit more about your background in HR.
I've worked for over 30 years in my profession. I worked for London Underground for over a decade as a generalist and specialist HR professional. I had the benefit of working both within the HR area, but also operationally on the stations as well, which gave me a really good focus around what that meant for staff and for managers within that industry. Worked for 4 police forces, a number of the home county police forces as a recruitment search and selection consultant. And in the past 15 years, I've worked as a HR consultant for a diverse client base, from education, that's both in schools, further education, higher education, small to medium-sized businesses, destination management organisations, and the list is endless of the opportunities that I've been involved in terms of the businesses within and outside of the county.
And do you particularly focus on businesses within the county? Do you have knowledge and background of the Kent market and the Kent industry sectors?
I think in terms of my own professional experience, a real strength is the background that I have within education, predominantly within schools, multi-academy trusts, further education and higher education, universities. Also small to medium-sized businesses. Particularly enjoyed watching startups grow and move into a broader staff base, and also particularly fond of the destination management organisations, and what brings and maintains the economy within Kent. One of those factors is the fantastic resources that we have within this county from that sector.
And from my perspective, I see a lot of benefits in the new link up that we have between Eclipse HR and Whitehead Moncton, and the expertise that we can bring to our clients, both on the employment aspect, but also thinking about areas like education, where we have a strong full sector offering. As a firm that is really well complemented to your skill sets. What are the benefits that you see between the collaboration between a law firm such as ourselves and your HR consultancy?
From my own professional experience, I most certainly can see the benefits from working alongside Whitehead Monckton, which is a leading law firm based within Kent, and also Eclipse HR being part of the integrated team with yourself, Antonio, within the employment team, and also the wider firm offering. The touch points that businesses need from time to time, that can range from litigation, it could be a private client matter. So we have, with the fully serviced law firm, that does provide that offering, but also that seamless transition, depending on the client needs. On
that note, I think all that's left to say is to welcome you again on board on the Whitehead Monckton team as part of the Whitehead Monckton family, and I'm sure we'll be hearing more from you in the months to come as Eclipse HR continues to make contacts and work with clients in Kent.
Thank you very much.
So obviously you can find out more about Eclipse HR at their new website, eclipsehr.uk, and about Whitehead Monckton services at whitehead-monckton.co.uk.